Hello, I'm Joanne Sanchez. Welcome to this week's edition of Your Active Life, your orthopedic educational community program. By my side, Dr. Raul Marquez.
Hello, and thank you for joining us.
Our goal during this program is to provide valuable healthcare information that will be beneficial for you and for your family.
Let's take a look at this clip. Well, there they come, and when you see these two players hitting each other, then hit the wall, and then the third player, who appears very, very quick on this video clip, is having his neck hyperextended and hit against the wall. That could cause some what we call a whiplash type of injury, and whiplash type of injury means an injury to the neck by hyperextend our neck, and that will cause some herniated disc, that will cause obviously pain and some inflammation.
Some health tips for everyone. Virus sports medicine experts have recently expressed concern about the risk of overexertion or the use of heavy weights. But if you follow a reasonable program, strength training or exercising can be safe and truly improve the quality of your life. Here are some tips. Start slowly with light weights, work slowly and smoothly, rest between sets, work your muscles but don't overdo it. Remember, exercising is for everybody, for men and for women, for the young and for not so young. Strong muscles will improve the quality of your life, and it's never too late to get started. This health tip was brought to you by Family Home Health, where you are family.
Well, next one is about swimming. Swimming is obviously an extremely good sport for everybody. But one of the problems we encounter as a doctors is the repetitive motion of, guess what? The shoulder. Swimming is very good for your back, your knees, but also requires a lot of repetition with the shoulder. And every time we do this, imagine an athlete who is swimming at least 3 to 4 hours a day. Eventually, something is going to hurt. And what's going to hurt? Usually is the rotator cuff. We already talked about what the rotator cuff is. So let's take a look at the clip and see what kind of overuse injuries we can deduct out of this sport. But I think it's like they say, you know, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So let's take a look. We see here just basic swimming, and you can see how everybody is really hyperextending the shoulder, trying to reach for the next stroke. This will cause, if first of all you are not fit to do this, I recommend start swimming little by little. Why? Because it's going to cause a lot of inflammation on the shoulder, and it's not as we saw before in the acromioclavicular joint, but it's going to be basically in the rotator cuff. So before you're going to get into continuous swimming, you should do stretching exercises. You should have a shoulder that has enough movement, first of all, because if you do just half of the movement, it's going to start hurting. It's going to put a lot of stress on the joint that is not supposed to. And at the same time, I'm not advocating not to do it, but it is important to do it, because the fitter you are, the stronger you are, the more you're going to get out of your sport, and it's going to be much more fun than just going swimming and then go and see the doctor, because it's going to tell you what I'm telling you. First of all, you need to stretch. Second of all, if it's still hurting after you're stretching, taking some anti-inflammatory medication obviously will be of importance. But also, if it's this causing a lot of pain, it's recommended stop it, consult your doctor, and then retrain yourself on the activities that you like to do. Like in this case will be the swimming. And the following clip is about what to do. It's one of those things that are very basic but very important. I always tell my patients, just because the exercise is very simple doesn't mean it's important. And we're going to see here one of the exercises that will help everybody. It will help for your back. It will help for any type of exercise you do, even if you are not an athlete. Our core strength, our core training, or basically we're talking about here is the abs, the abdominal muscles, are very important for our coordination, for our lower back and for any type of sports activity. So we're going to see a clip that is going to teach us how to do these core exercises or these abdominal exercises. Because I always tell my patients, to avoid a lot of back pain, you need to work your abs. And they always ask me, well, you know, why I need to use my abdominal exercises, so why do I have to do these abdominal exercises if my pain is exactly in the opposite? And I always tell them, you know, it's because it's a balance. It's a balance between the muscles on your back and in the front. So if you have good abdominal muscles, then you will have much less back pain. It will help to recuperate a lot of the injuries. It will also help you to perform any type of a sport, like for example basketball, football, soccer, anything that has to do with clipping, anything that has to do with rotating your back. Also, and if you have a good core muscles, you certainly will have less problems, and second of all, you'll probably be better at that sport. So let's take a look at this clip and see what we can help, or we can see how can it help. Now we see her doing these abdominal exercises, and the first thing we have to learn here is that we don't have to go all the way up. As you see on this clip, she's doing it properly. She's holding her head with her hands, so she's not overstraining her neck. One of the problems with the core exercises is neck problem, because we need to still hold our neck to be able for us to reach our knees. And I do believe that if we hyperflex the back, also we'll have more back pain. So what you just saw on this clip, and we probably can repeat it several times as we talk, you'll see that she's not putting a lot of strain on her neck. She's putting the right amount of range of motion on her back, and also she's working what we call the oblique muscles. The muscles that I emphasize on this clip are the rectus of the abdomen, which are the main muscles that give us balance and also give us a good support for our lower back. So hopefully we learn out of this clip, and this is one of them that we can say that exactly what to do. So the following clip is something that we all have to learn about. And this is basic, but I like to remind everybody who has a child that child safety is of main concern for everybody. So let's take a look at this clip, and I'll show you and I'll tell you, you know, what I think is important. You can see now, let's take a look at it, that these two cute little girls are biking with the proper equipment. Helmet is of utmost important. And also they have enough support in their bicycles. They're going at the right speed, and I think it's a good way for them to learn. It's fun, they don't get hurt. And as you know, something to encourage our kids is to practice any sport, but also that they have fun, they don't get hurt. Because if they do hurt themselves in the very first time they start practicing some sports, you're going to discourage them quite a bit, and that's exactly the opposite that we're going to see. So again, you know, proper equipment is now our number one rule in our sports, besides being fit. But in the case of the children, I think teaching them safety is of utmost important. I think that's if we don't learn anything out of this program, I think what we need to learn here is safety. Safety is first for everything, and after the safety, also be fit, and remember, always have fun, like these girls seem to have a lot of fun.
Well, friends, we have come to an end of this program. We sure hope that this information will help you make some important decisions for you and for your family.